Hi, I'm Miles.
And I'm Marika.
And this is I Don't Know What I'm Doing.
'Cause we don't. Hey guys. Yeah, we always start with your fail of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Sets a good tone for the episode.
Yeah. And there were some epic fails this week.
Oh my god.
So epic. You guys, we're like hobbling into the studio today. By studio, I mean my bedroom.
Yep.
I guess I'll go first because mine chronologically happened first.
Okay, yeah.
So
Sure.
I didn't go to work on Tuesday or Wednesday because Tuesday morning I went to Planet Fitness and to work out. I'm like, let's do legs.
Okay.
And I stretched. I always stretched before.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let me do it. You guys, so a deadlift is when you have a...
Oh my god, a deadlift? That's what happened?
So a deadlift, yes. So a deadlift is when there's a bar on the floor and you pick it up. So it's Planet Fitness, so they don't have free bars. You have to do it within a Smith machine, which is already going to be a little awkward because a Smith machine means, this is so bro-y already, and I apologize, but a Smith machine is in the bars, like in that machine thing, and it can only go up and down vertically.
Okay.
It cannot move front and back or whatever, so you lose that kind of momentum that is more natural to how you would pick something off the ground.
Okay.
You're locked into this vertical thing, which
Got
but I've done deadlifts on a Smith machine plenty of times. I've done more weight than I did, but I usually like build up to it. Like I'll do like half the weight first for a few times, but this time I was like, whatever. I'm also late getting to the gym, so I'll just like do it at full.
How much weight?
It's less than I don't always do
How much weight did you put on this time?
like 225 or something.
Okay.
But
that's not that.
I've done more than that plenty of times.
Oh, okay.
But like it was it's not like I was doing it a bunch. Like the very first time I like held onto it and started to go up, my back was like, no, bitch.
Oh my god, no, what happened?
And then I was like, oh no. And then I like kind of stood up and I was like, try to walk around a little bit. Let me just like walk it off.
Right.
But I could tell like something was not good. And I'm like, well, okay, I think I should just leave the gym. Let me take the weights off. And I'm like, no. We can't even kneel. We can't bend down. You can't squat down. You need to remain vertical. So I like changed in the locker room. I left and I couldn't.
How hard was that changing?
It was pretty awkward. I think my back was spasming at that point already.
Ouch.
But then I couldn't even bike home from the gym, so I walked home with my bike. It was very icy because it had just snowed. So I'm walking home, but the whole time I was just like, because it was like the whole thing would speed up and shoot pain like through my body. I'd be like it would just because it would spasm, and it happened probably like 30 times during that walk. Like, it would just everything would just tighten up. So I didn't go to work Tuesday or Wednesday. So I mostly just laid on the floor. Because they were like, don't lie on your bed. They're like, lie on the hardwood floor. Yeah. I laid on a yoga mat and like watched like the remaining. I just watched Terrace House for 2 days and went on Hinge.
Okay.
For 2 days. But it was scary. Like it took me like my alarm would go off in the morning and I'd be like, why did I set an alarm? Because I couldn't get out of bed. So my alarm would just be like, meh, and I like it would just take me like 4 minutes to just get out of bed.
Oh my god.
Like,
you don't have it on your phone?
No, I turn off my phone at night because my theory is that if you turn off your phone for 8 hours a day, it's going to last a third of its life longer. Probably not true, but it probably will last somewhat longer because it's just, it's not always on.
It's probably true.
So.
Okay, wow. Miles is one of those people who does not sleep with their phone. Okay.
No, sleep with my phone. Like under the covers, like tuck it in at night. Like put it on its own little pillow and like kiss it goodnight. Is that what you do?
No, but sometimes I watch Netflix and I fall asleep and then before I know it, it's like in the bed somewhere. But yeah, no, usually it's in the covers on the pillow or something like that near me. security blanket.
Marika, what's your fail?
So this weekend, my family and I were planning to go to Nebraska for our family Christmas. As we were packing up the car, my dad, in his infinite wisdom, decides to back out the car onto our driveway, which is entirely covered by black ice. And I just took like a baby step. Like, I didn't even take like a real fucking step. I took like a baby step, and I'm losing my balance. I'm like, oh shit, I am like falling. And then I just like fall, and I bend my arm close to my chest, my left arm, and I fall all on that arm. Like, I put all my weight on it. So I was like walking to my car that was on the street. As I get up and I do that, like God, my arm fucking really hurts. They'll probably go away because like I'm young. So, right? That's how this works. It's like it'll fix itself, it'll go away, whatever. As we're driving to DeKalb to get coffee, like this is like our routine that we do when we go to Nebraska. Like, oh yeah, this is a good place to go to the bathroom, yada yada. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, yeah, I should probably go to the bathroom. I don't think I did this morning. So like I go to the bathroom, and like during this time, like driving there and stuff, I just want to keep my arm close to my chest.
Are you driving?
No, my dad's driving.
Okay.
Also, I'm kind of like wondering why my parents are not asking, like, Marika, how come you have your arm close to your chest like that? Mm-hmm. They never asked that until I had to say something. So I go to the bathroom, and it's pretty like painful and uncomfortable to take off my coat with my off my left arm. I'm like, okay, fuck this. I don't want to go to Nebraska anymore. I want to go to the fucking doctor to figure out what the fuck is going on with my arm. And it's really strange because this pain is inside of my inner like elbow, I guess. It's not, I don't feel pain on the outside of my elbow. I feel it like inside of like my arm.
The crook.
Like, and it's at the joint. And like, I'm like, okay, so we go to like this Northwestern emergent care or whatever. I explained to like the nurse or medical assistant like what happened, and then like the x-ray guy comes in, explain to him what happened. Finally, like I go get the x-ray. Now, so basically he's telling me like you have to extend your arm. I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like that's how it has to be. Like you have to extend your arm. I'm like, okay. I keep laughing because the pain is like awful, and like it's on a scale from 1 to 10, it's about a 7. It's not like so bad where like I need to like take oxycodone or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like very ow. Like I'm like my body's like, stop. Why? What? No, stop. My brain is like, just keep your arm close to your chest, and there you go. It'll be fine. It'll be fixed. It's gonna be fixed. You know how to fix it with ice and like ibuprofen and ice. You know, and rest and just do that. But they're like, no, we need for you to extend your arm. I'm like, okay, and it's like I keep extending it, and then I'm like holding it for like 2 seconds, and like put it back to my chest. I'm like, It's like, do you guys do it again? It's like, no. Like, this one lady was getting impatient with me. It's like, no, because you keep moving your arm. I'm like, and I wanted to talk back at her. But I'm in pain, okay? I'm trying my best here, right? How about you just go with it? So finally, like, I extended my arm, and it really hurts, especially when I, like, okay, you have to twist like this. And I'm like, I don't like that at all.
Are they, like, okay to be making you do all this stuff?
Yeah, because there's no other way to, like, see what's wrong if they don't do it.
Okay.
So finally, like, I should have asked. So finally, everything's done. It's fine, whatever. And it, you know, it hurts. And I'm waiting for the nurse practitioner to come back. And so basically, she tells me, like, we got the x-ray, obviously, and, like, there is an abnormal bone that is, like, kind of, like, maybe hitting a nerve, and it's, like, jutting out. But we're not sure it's because of the fall or because, you know, it's always been there. I'm like, okay. So my parents are kind of, like, freaking out a little bit. They're, like, worried about this nerve or whatever that's hitting it. I'm like, it's not anything. Like, my body's basically telling me, like, we need some ice, and we need some ibuprofen, and you need not to move it, and also move it a little bit, just like physical therapy, and there you go, be over. Like, before, guys, like, I could just keep my arm close to my chest, and that's how I would want to walk around. And, like, I couldn't even, like...
Like you're, like, pledging allegiance to the flag.
Yeah, basically. But, like, kind of, like, holding it, like, just, like an X-Men or something. But I did wear a sling, which was really uncomfortable, and my parents were annoying. You know, were being helpful.
Would you rather they just didn't do anything?
Yeah. I'd rather just be like, hey, what do you want to eat? There you go. Okay. Cool. I mean, it's your body. It's up to you what you want to do. You know what you need to do, so do it. I'm like, cool. Thanks, parents. So, like, parenting me and, like, my mom criticizing me and, like...
You said that she told you while you were injured that you need to lose 10 pounds.
Yep. While I was sitting in the office. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The doctor's office?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Also, she's like, oh, why do you talk to me like that? No wonder you don't have a boyfriend. I'm like, I'm talking to you like this because you're a bitch. Speaking of bitchiness, if bitchiness was a sport, my mom would win. Okay. So, yeah, we're here to talk about sports.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so...
You're like that, listeners.
This is something, like, kind of embarrassing. Or maybe really embarrassing. So, I'm sure, as you guys probably assumed, I love reality TV. And I love Vanderpump Rules, okay? So, I follow Stassi on Instagram, okay? And because I really like her because she likes UFOs, she likes ghosts, she's from New Orleans without the accent, which is kind of strange.
What's she doing on Vanderpump Rules if she's that cool? She's hot.
She's hot.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. She, like, was always going after the wrong guy, so finally her friends set her up with this one guy, Bo. So I follow him on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And I follow his stories. He loves the LA Rams. Like, loves.
Wait, that's a team?
Yeah. Loves them to death.
What sport?
Football. So he watches them all the time. He's like, Rams house. I'm like, yeah, Rams house. And I'm like, what's happening? I don't even know you. And I'm, like, already rooting for this team because you like them. Or love them, really.
Is that your team now?
Maybe. And they're 11-1, which means they won 11 games, they lost 1.
Currently?
Currently, yeah.
Wait, how are the Bears doing?
Bears are doing pretty good.
You guys, this is a sports radio show now. Can you imagine? If they hired us, like Talk Radio hired us, they were like, Marika Miles, we're going to put you on the sports beat, 5 a.m. I would research for that.
Oh, you would?
Because I would want to have, like, interesting facts and stuff. I'd be like, did you know that he tore his ankle 3 years ago? And I think it's still affecting him. And that's why he couldn't win against the Bulls.
I feel like people who would listen would already know that.
Oh, fuck. I don't know if they want to hear it.
Exactly. I don't know either. But anyways, I'm, like, cheering on this team when I barely watch football as it is. I don't watch any hardly. Okay?
No.
So, but I am cheering for Rams. And every time he says Rams house, I'm like, Rams house in my head. But would you, like, let's say your boyfriend was into sports. Like, would you be into sports?
Do you think my boyfriend would be into sports?
Who knows?
Well, this is actually what I learned for going on, especially Tinder. Because I generally assume that gay guys, like, don't care about sports that much. Like, maybe some do, but it's not really, like, a big gay topic of conversation.
Right.
It's more about, like, pop stars and, like, fabulous women and shit.
Yeah.
For better or for worse. But going on Tinder, it was like half of the profiles were like sports fan, Cubs fan, sports fan, love sports, go Hawks. Like, I was really blown away at all these like gay bros. And I would always hesitate to match with them because I was like, I don't know if I could like get into that enough for you. I don't know. Would you be, like, disappointed that I'm not into it?
Well, for example, Stassi is not really into it, but now she is. Like, she'll go to games with Bo.
I wouldn't want to do that.
She'll wear, like, a Rams shirt and stuff. Because he's, like, really into it. I know I would be also very into it.
What sports, like, do you enjoy watching?
Olympics.
Okay,
Summer
obviously,
Olympics.
I love Olympics.
Okay.
What about the
gymnastics.
boring other non-Olympic sports?
Oh.
What will you watch on TV? Like, not the whole thing, but a little bit, or like, and it's not bad. Because for me, it's just basketball.
Really?
Basketball, it's easy for me to understand. I think it's really cool. It's fast. It's like, I'll go to a basketball game. Baseball, football can go fuck themselves.
I like.
Oh, soccer also. I'll watch soccer.
Oh yeah, soccer. Okay, soccer's the one.
Yeah.
I try to watch that because I used to play FIFA religiously.
You did?
Yeah, on Isaac's computer, and I liked it because like when I saw sports differently, I understand plays a lot more. Offsides, still can't tell. Can't tell when that happens. Can't tell when offsides happens.
In soccer?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not clear.
Yeah, it's like what? Okay,
midfield?
I can't. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, but I understand it's like, and that goes with like all sports, especially like football and basketball. Like I could see plays happening better. Before it was just like a mumble jumbo, but like now, when I was playing FIFA, I'm like, oh, that's how that works. Okay. I don't really like I could watch baseball on television, and then I like watching basketball, and I like watching football. Like I mean, I don't know. Like is I don't know. I don't like.
It's like too strong.
Yeah, it's too strong. I'm like indifferent. Like if it's on, I'll like be engaged. But if it's not, then I'm like, thank God.
Thank God.
So.
What is it about the Olympics that's so much better? Because I love the Olympics.
Because.
It's not
like the dedication.
Well, is it because it's not a game? Like it's not the full 2-hour thing. It's like here's a little.
I think it's more individual feats of strength. Because it's not a team. And it's easier to understand, too.
Sometimes I'm like, what?
Well, I just
event?
I love watching gymnastics. I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
I wish I could like do that. I think like it's more like an awe of like, oh my God, I want to do that.
It's like you're witnessing like human perfection.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then all the nationalities and the rivalry and the uniforms.
Right.
And, like,
yeah. Uniforms and the music and the hair and like.
The hair.
I'm talking about gymnastics.
Oh, okay. Women's or men's?
Women's, duh.
I like both. They do different stuff.
I guess. I don't know.
The U.S. men's Olympic gymnastics team brought up the idea of performing shirtless last time. They were like, let's get more viewers. We'll perform shirtless. Our bodies are glistening. Like, we don't need a shirt. And I'm like,
God.
yes! That's what the future we want.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Super Bowl parties, do you do that?
I don't like Super Bowl party food. It's all super salty and it's all just like cheese dip.
How come you're not going to
And I get a stomach ache and I'm like, no.
Okay, first of all, Miles hates salt.
I don't like it. I don't eat a lot of salt, so if there's salt happening, I often get a stomach ache. And, like, dips and stuff have so much salt. Like, I just feel like every party should just have, like, the veggie platter and, like, give me some, like, cheese that I spread on a cracker with, like, some brie and shit. Like, that's all if you just had a brie and a cracker, that's all I want for any party. I don't need...
They should have chili and wings.
Okay, wings are fine, but it's so much work. Is it worth it? Are wings worth it? Because I don't feel that they are.
I love wings.
You have to use, like, 10 napkins for every time you touch a wing.
I love eating with my hands. I love it. I love buffalo wings. So
what if you rolled up to a Super Bowl party and it was just Ethiopian food? How much better would that be?
Awesome.
1,000,000 times better.
And also, I can still eat with my hands.
Exactly.
Okay? I think that's, like, what I'm most excited about, like, watching... Okay, if I'm meeting my friends to watch sports at a bar or at a party, I'm most excited about the food.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I like eating bar food with my hands. I'm excited about the food. I want fucking nachos, maybe. I want wings. I want some type of dip with cheese. Like, something with cheese. Tortilla, chip, whatever. Crap. I don't know. Spinach dip. Something.
Oh, spinach dip's stupid. I'm just like, okay, I didn't grow up with dips.
I didn't grow up with dips either.
A lot of these dips are bad to me. They could be better. I just want to spread brie on a cracker. I don't even fucking dip a Ritz into like a molten lava. Okay, no, wait, the only good dip, 7-layer dip. That's all I care about.
What?
That's all I care about.
Okay. Miles has not had a lot of good dips in his life. He's never had like a chicken buffalo dip.
I have.
Oh my God.
No.
So
of course I have. I go to these Super Bowl parties every year and I'm like,
I'm telling you that people are not making them good. Well enough.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can you really fuck up a chicken buffalo dip?
Yes.
They're using fresh buffalo in that dip.
Yeah, okay. You don't like salt, which is so fucking weird.
I think it's because I kind of stopped cooking with it, and my body's like, no. But those dips have I mean, yeah, but I'm like, I don't cook with it, but I know it's just gonna sneak into my diet everywhere because salt's in everything in America, and they
like sugar.
You put a ton of salt and sugar in everything.
When you cook, like, you need to add salt and flavor.
You feel like I can do it with all the other spices.
No.
I feel like I just put more garlic in it. It's good.
No, you just put real garlic and put salt and pepper.
Okay, but chopping real garlic is such a bitch. Like it's such a little bitch.
It's not though.
The peeling it and like ugh.
Peeling it? What?
It's hard for me because I always have a French manicure, so it's hard because and I've always just painted my nails before dinner, and then it's wet, and it's really just impossible.
Stop doing that. Okay, we got way off topic.
Sports.
Do you ever like jump on the bandwagon?
Like everyone.
Yeah, like when the Cubs were like going to the World Series, Blackhawks, like Stanley Cup, like.
No. With those, no. And with the Cubs, honestly, when they won and everyone was like, let's go to Wrigley Field and get puked on by other people.
That's not it.
I was like, should I go do that? Am I missing an iconic moment?
You are.
Of like just Cubs vomit like raining down?
Yeah. Yes.
But then I was like,
yes.
I probably am, but I don't care because I don't want to like go over there and fight traffic and be in this crowd of people being like, da, 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 da. Wait, is that Blackhawks? Whatever.
Please do the same song. Okay.
Wait, I actually really like the Cubs song a lot. I love their little song.
Oh, go Cubs, go!
It's like an 80s children's song. I think it's so cute. I love that.
It is cute.
The only one I jump on the bandwagon with is World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
I get into that. Like my boss was really into it at my last job. We like went during the workday and like watched it.
What?
It was like summer, so nobody had anything to do. So we like went to a bar down the street from our work. Like all of our coworkers, we just watched it.
Ooh, nice.
So I got into that. Like that made me invested in the World Cup. And then when it came around again, I was more invested this past time.
I've totally am like notorious for jumping on the bandwagon and pretending that I'm not just jumping on the bandwagon.
I don't think it's a bad thing.
Pretending that you're not on the bandwagon, I think is the bad part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you're like, guys, I've been here the whole time.
So like with the Cubs especially, like I like, oh yeah, like I'll keep watching the Cubs after the World Series is over, yada yada yada. Come to find out, no. I don't.
Come to find out.
I could give a shit like whether they're playing or not.
Well, it's like you do get invested by the people around you, I think, a little bit. Like,
yeah, probably.
Like my coworkers, like, I mean, a lot of my coworkers are really into sports, and they keep you up to date on like, or I'll hear something on NPR in the morning about like the Cubs or the Bears or whatever, and then I'll come in and be like, oh, I heard the Bears like won this or they're going against this, so like it does get me invested. Where normally I wouldn't be thinking or talking about it or listening at all.
But with the World Cup though, like I really try to invest into that, and I wanted to be, but I just didn't. Because again, like my environment wasn't really invested, but I wanted to be invested. Yeah. Because I think soccer, this one sport that's very dominant in every country in the entire world except for America.
Okay, not every country, but sure. The biggest sport in China is ping pong. I think of sports as like the nation's hobby. Politics and sports. Those are the mainstream hobbies of America. Those are what NPR will talk about sports, right? Right. They'll update you. They're not doing that about other hobbies. No. Or other pastimes.
What, like television?
I know. It's like hard. Is it hard to kind of draw an American parallel to sports? What's helped me, this is not American, but what's helped me kind of understand maybe the fanaticism around it, because I was always like very interested when sports people get really into the statistics. Yes. And the history and the managers and the coaches and the like I'm like, but that doesn't have anything to do with the actual game at all. Right. But they get interested in the whole package. But then for me, like diving deeper and deeper into K-pop and like, especially because I spent time on like the Reddit. I'm like, oh, I understand the sports behavior better now because there's people on this that are having discussions about like how could this record label do them so dirty and like, but her history with like mental illness is why she had to like pull out of the group. Like it's not about the songs anymore; it's about the business. And I think that's like parallel to sports, where people get interested in like the business of it and the numbers.
Speaking of like athletes, like how do you learn about athletes? How do like athletes become part of your pop culture?
They don't.
But you know.
Next question. No, I really don't. Like, okay, Marika, let's play a game.
Okay.
You name a professional football player, and then I'll name a professional football player.
Okay. Eli Manning.
Is Ocho Cinco still playing?
No.
Damn it. He's not?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Colin Kaepernick? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's not playing either anymore.
He's not?
No, I don't think so.
Well,
he's fighting
I just
for
named
his right to
two,
play.
so then you
Okay, Tom Brady?
He's still playing?
Yeah.
Wait,
do they have to be, like, still playing, I guess?
I meant playing currently.
Okay.
But that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't. Let's do basketball.
Okay.
Stephen Curry.
Kyrie Irving.
LeBron James.
Derrick Rose.
Joakim Noah.
Ooh.
On the Bulls. I think maybe still, hopefully.
God, who's Gabrielle Union's husband?
John Legend.
No. Fuck you. Dwayne Wade? Yeah.
Is he still playing?
Yeah, he's on the Bulls, yeah.
Yeah, Dwayne Wade. Fucking bitch. What's that guy with the... There's one guy that I think is cute. He's black and he has a big black beard.
Oh,
and he's really big.
Yeah,
and he's really one of the stars
Khloe,
right now.
Khloe... Kardashian dated him. Tristan Thompson? Her current boo?
Is that a basketball player?
Yeah. But
I really thought I was going to get further with basketball, but damn, I don't know any of these people either. We're not even going to do baseball. I would get nowhere. I would be like Derek Jeter, Fukudome.
So they really don't like. But how'd you learn about Stephen Curry?
Stephen
Curry, yeah.
I think I like maybe heard his name, but I really learned about him through my job because I had to write scripts for him, basically.
Right.
So I had to learn like a lot to be like, okay, they call him the babyface assassin. Okay, he and this other guy are called Splash Bros. Oh my god, wait. Jaja Pachulia. He's on the Warriors with Stefan, and I love his name. That's another one. We would try to write Jaja into our scripts. We're like, Stefan teams up with Jaja Pachulia. But I had to learn all those little like weird facts about him so we could like play off of them with jokes and stuff. But I really didn't know much about him before.
I learned about him and his wife from like Twitter and Instagram. And then I learned about Kyrie Irving from Overhead Chicago saying like this guy was like, yeah, I'd rather take a Kyrie Irving crossover and then cross over this ice. And I'm like, who the fuck is Kyrie Irving? Crossover? What? So then I looked him up on YouTube. I'm like, oh my god. That guy can like move like he's like psychic. Like it's so weird because so basically a crossover is him just maneuvering around other players, like their defense. And somehow when they're swerving to the right, he swerves to the left. Like he already knows, like he's like 10 steps ahead of them. And I'm like, you're psychic. How are you doing this? Like it's so crazy. It's so crazy. And it's so cool to watch. And it seems like the defense of the other team's like not doing anything. And he's doing all the work. And like all of a sudden, like he just makes them look like they're very simple. Even though I know they're not simple. Because I couldn't fucking do with that. I don't know.
I think you could.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Rick, I think you could dunk on all those hoes.
Right, yeah.
There's like a steep learning curve with sports. There's so many things. Well, there's like, I thought I knew baseball like well enough, but like working at my job, I like learned that the All-Stars game exists.
Okay.
I learned...
You didn't know about that?
No, what? Okay. I don't know. I just learned about the, like during preseason, there's like they play. I knew that they did preseason in Arizona, but I didn't know that they also did it in Florida, and that they're split into two leagues called the Cactus League and the Grapefruit League.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that, and then you could, and I had to. we like thought about
Is
ideas.
it one national and one American league?
No, it's just mixed up.
Okay.
And you can go to Arizona and like watch their like pregame. I didn't know.
You didn't know that?
No, I thought it was all closed.
Yeah, no, you can watch that. Like diehard fans like go to the Cubs Arizona games.
Yeah.
Pre-games. I didn't know the cactus and the grapefruit.
Yeah.
Why grapefruit, not oranges?
That's a great question. I guess Florida probably is also growing a lot of grapefruit.
Yeah.
I would
citrus.
think. Yeah.
I don't know.
The Lime League.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
I tried to test a little bit of your knowledge between like American and National League to see like, wait, there's two different like.
No, so like baseball, I've always known that there's two. I think because we have the Cubs White Sox thing, but I didn't know that there were two in basketball.
Crossover. Yeah.
I didn't know basketball had that. I didn't know football had that.
Yeah.
I thought they were all merged.
No.
Guys, this is a sports talk radio show right now. Sports is funny because when I worked at the school, like this one teacher, that teacher had the voice of authority. You know what I mean? When someone says he had a great voice, but it was a voice that was like, you will do whatever that voice tells you to do. It had so much authority in it. It just like resonated,
big dick
projected.
energy, big dick voice.
Yeah, that voice had BDE for
BDE
sure.
voice.
Yeah, didn't even matter. But he had sports stuff all over the room, right? Like that's how he decorated his 5th grade classroom. Was like sports stuff all over the room.
Like
and
Mr. Holmes and Metallica.
Was his room Metallica?
There's like Metallica like everywhere they're out.
Well, that's what I was about to say because I'm like sports is the only thing that you can get away with doing that. How you couldn't do that for any other hobby? But apparently our high school,
it was middle school
teacher had a Metallica room, which that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I have no point anymore because I'm so glad that exists.
Yeah, you didn't. Oh, I guess you weren't on my like team.
No, I didn't have any of the Holmes. I didn't have Mr. Holmes or the other Mr. Holmes.
And I only had one Mr. Holmes. He comes to the bar a lot. Not a lot, but with his wife.
The like tall, skinny one?
No, the other, Matt Holmes.
With the age spot?
Yeah.
Oh.
God, he's so hot now.
I was gonna say, is he still hot?
He's like hotter with age.
Holy shit! Because I never had him, and like I never really paid attention to him. But then I remember he like came by in like junior or senior year of high school into our classroom. I think he subbed, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? This is like
so hot.
This is like some beefy like
dilf.
suburban dill.
Oh my
like,
God.
but also like knows history, like nice glasses.
Oh my
like,
God.
People, how are people allowed to just walk around like that into a classroom of children with hormones and like 2 girls got pregnant after he sucked. They just got pregnant. They had the baby
like,
on the last day of class.
His wife, I'm really envious of her. I'm like, how? Because it's like confusing. Like they don't really match. Like, do you? Like you're.
Like she's not hot enough.
She's not hot enough. I'm sorry. She's just not. But you know, I just like think like, wow. Like she probably thinks like, God, you somehow got hotter over time, and it's like I have a new crush. And I'm, like, jealous about that. I feel like she probably has a crush on her husband.
That's, like, the best situation.
That's the best situation ever. I feel like, yeah.
See, that's why online dating, like, that's why... So, you guys, when I was, like, flat on my back on the floor watching Terrace House and then going through Hinge, I went through all of Hinge, which I didn't know that you could do. But I got to the end of the app, and they were like, okay, well, unless you want to expand your preferences, you've seen everyone. And I was like, this can't be. I didn't see the gold I needed to see on here. I mean, I saw some gold, but the gold didn't like me back.
Ooh.
And it's like, I don't want to make it all about looks.
Yeah.
But when I see somebody that I'm like, I don't know, they're like a 6, and like I guess I could like them. I'm like, no, I want to get a Mr. Holmes.
Yes.
I want to get someone that I'm just like, holy fuck, how did I get, like, what the hell is happening? I don't want to get this thing that I'm like, oh, he's cute when he like smiles on Sundays at like 3 p.m. No, I don't want to qualify it.
No! You gotta get your hot Mr. Holmes.
Yeah.
That's our goal.
I want, like, take my breath away. You know?
Oh, he's so hot. He's so hot.
We should transition. All right, you guys. So we have a question. Our question from a coworker is, How old is too old to wear a crop top?
And if you're asking, maybe it's too old. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be real with y'all. I hate crop tops.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it. I want women to eat and not have to feel self-conscious about that they just ate. And, like, I know that you're going to wear high-waisted and you're going to show it's above the belly button and it's a smarter crop top than it used to be. But, like...
Let me just say...
Let's calm down.
Okay, first of all, if a woman is wearing a crop top, she feels comfortable in it and she's already thinking about, like, oh, am I going to feel bloated later wearing this? No.
I'm not even talking about bloated. I'm just saying, like, when you eat,
right, which is bloated.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but same thing as, like, a food baby bloat. We think about that all the time.
Food baby and bloat is two different things.
I know, but it's in the genre when we're thinking about a crop top.
Okay, got it.
So we already pre-plan. Okay.
Don't eat.
Yeah.
Just chew gum.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just, eat air, whatever, like celery.
Sniff food. I don't want that to happen.
No, but like if a woman chooses to do that, they're already like thinking like, okay, like I'm gonna feel so comfortable with this when I have a food baby / feel bloated.
Okay.
So, also, I feel like if you're going to a music festival and you can rock the crop top, doesn't matter what age. I think a music festival is the key here for that. So
that's like the best place to wear a crop top.
Or the beach, like you're going swimming.
Oh, beach, yeah, because you're just gonna be like naked anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So beach and music festivals. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Miles, do you wear crop tops?
No, it never made its way over to menswear, and I'm good with that. Successes of the week. So my success of the week. So on Thursday, my work's having a holiday party. Mm-hmm. I think Marika's gonna go.
I'm gonna go.
And I took off the day. I took off the day after because I don't want to have to worry about how much I'm drinking, how late I stay out, like I had to do last year. Mm-hmm. And my partner at work was like very pumped to get these party pants, and we went around downtown Chicago and found these red and blue plaid pants, which are like very holiday and fun, but they're too short.
Okay.
And I was like, you have to get them. They're perfect. They were the only pair at the store, and they were in his size. I was like, you have to get them.
Yeah.
He's tall. I don't care. I was like, I will take the hem down.
Yeah.
And that's what I was doing when Marika came over. And you know what? It's like a B job. It's like a B plus hem. Okay, it's pretty okay.
Hey, better than me.
It's pretty straight.
Yeah.
It's a little wobbly. But you know what? Nobody like
scrutinizes
the hem, the bottom of your pants. So
like when you were standing up, like you
couldn't.
sitting, I couldn't see anything. But when you were sitting down and
folding one leg over the
Yeah.
So you know what? He's been in a relationship for 6 years. He's not trying to catch any tail at this party like Marika and I are. Well, I can't.
I am.
I know all my coworkers, but
I am.
I'm gonna let Marika. Marika's like a cat in a pigeon house or something. I'm just gonna let.
Can I wear jeans to this party? You think or no?
I think it's more like fancy than that.
Okay.
Marika?
I guess my success is taking care of my arm because it got better instead of like ignoring it. Yeah. My mom was like, "Oh, thank you for saying something because good job saying something." I'm like, "Okay, because it was hurting and I didn't want to go to Nebraska when I was hurting, so I want to be like home."
Did you feel like selfish or bad about saying something or?
No. Because I didn't, because I knew what would happen if I didn't say something. Because I'd be like, Marika, what's going on with your arm? And this question would be presented in Nebraska. It's like, yeah, it hurts since the ice. It's like, well, how long has it been hurting? Like, since I fell. It's like, well, why didn't you not say anything?
Right.
So, yeah, So I knew it would just be a bigger thing if I didn't say something. I tolerated my parents this weekend, I guess. That's a success. I don't know. Icing my thing. Which I should do when I get home. I haven't done that today yet. Oops.
How long do you ice for?
It's really weird because, like, where it hurts is, like, the inside elbow. And it's like, how do I put ice on that? I don't know.
By ice, you're talking about diamonds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, frost.
You guys, we are just hobbling through life right now.
Like, I don't know. It's just, this happened during the summer when I was, like, just starting seeing Liz, and, like, how, like, all of a sudden I took a nap, and I woke up, and I'm like, ow, I really can't walk in this life for some reason. Huh, weird.
I guess we're never going to be the athletes that we were never going to be anyway.
Right.
So
guys, if you could, like, spread the word and tell, like, one person this holiday season about our podcast,
yeah.
because we're slowly dying. Because if you don't believe us, if you don't believe in us or, like, listen to us, we'll just slowly fade away.
We don't want that to happen. We want there to be, like, a year 2. We started recording this podcast last January? Or early Feb? No, January, because it was before France.
Oh, okay.
Late January.
Oh, yeah.
So we are really excited to do, like, a year 2 of this podcast, and obviously, like, we're going to make we want to keep going, but, like...
We want us to grow.
Yeah,
not, like, get smaller.
So if you could just share this with somebody this holiday season, that would be so choice.
Yes.
This litmus.
Or to, like, just listen an episode together with somebody new that hasn't listened before. Like, is that doable?
Yeah, we have a lot of good episodes. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I love the horny episode. I've, like, gone back and listened to that one. I don't know. Something about that episode is great. And the sound quality is good. Yes. We love you guys. Bye, scabies.
Ew.
No.
No, I like it though. I like it. Yeah, you're scabies.
Bye, scabies.
Bram's house. I'm like, yeah, Bram's house.